Let me share the no, check the Instagram live. Okay, I will send it to your DM. I've sent it.
Instagram DM.
Yeah.
Why people are quiet? Why do people leave?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Okay, let me just share the link to my WhatsApp status and we start.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
That's fine. What did I? Okay.
Let me just share the link to my WhatsApp status and we start. Give me a sec.
Wait, something we've done. You said it's automated. It's just man, that network is good. That's all. That network is good.
Você mesmo, não. Você
Yeah, my brother, my brother. Can you hear me? And you can see me clearly, right?
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, boy. I think you're. the video sang and so on. Hello, are you there?
Can't you said what?
I said, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
The network is so on.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, I think your network is even trying to respond, but no problem. So maybe we'll just manage it.
Okay.
Okay, so all right. Um, my name is Rufus Osunsami. Most people know, and then is on my account. And then today we want to talk about a very important issue. It's important because uh, you cannot avoid dealing with it, uh, regardless of who you are in the society. You cannot avoid dealing with it, and then uh, it's, it's a pity that, despite the fact that it's something very important, people do not know the their way around it. So it's rather a lot of people are incapable. So let me just put it that way. So we want to discuss about why people are poor, or let's say why people are not rich, either of the two. And then so we're talking about some important reasons, very important reasons why people are poor. I want to hold us to follow me with an open mind, uh, because and the speaker as well. That's the most important. Whatever he says, I want us to accept it with an open mind, because a very important issue, or let me say, the problem of our people is that we, when we conclude about something, we don't want to hear any other opinion about it. So that's why people remain where they are. So moving on, I I want to firstly ask Samuel, what's what do you see? What do you see? Why do you think uh, Africa is the way it is? Why do you think, like, the poverty rate in Africa is just so much that it's becoming burdensome for the rest of the world? What's your perspective before we move to about Africa generally, before we move to, let's say, personal issues and the like? Do you hear my question? I, I can't hear you. If you can hear me, I can't hear you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you
Okay.
for joining us live. I really, really appreciate my brother Rufus for giving me this. You said what?
I said I can hear you now. I cannot hear. I couldn't hear you
I
before,
can
so I
hear you.
can
I
hear
can hear you.
you. Okay. You can continue. You can continue.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, okay.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
So thank you for the opportunity. I really, really appreciate it. It's not taken for granted. Like the question you asked, what there are a lot of reasons as a continent, the African, yes, let me say African, we are here as a continent. The first thing is our mindset. If you interview an average African now, you see that his mindset is the mentality about his continent, about his people, about the governments don't see the opportunities, what is working in their continent. They only what is not working. They only see what is not working. So before we go into this business, the reason why Africans are here is first thing our mindset. Our mindset is very wrong. So another thing is the bad leadership we have. Yes, we have bad leadership, and the people reflect the leadership they have. So the leadership is a reflection of the people of that country. Yes, the leadership of the country reflects the people in country. See, if you see a person that, if you see a leader that is stealing, it shows that majority of the people in that country are stealing. If you see a corrupt leader, that means that the majority people in that country what are corrupt. So let me just stop there. First, our mentality. Second is leadership, which is connected to the people. You know, leadership is the reflection of the people in that particular area.
Those are two very important points. Leadership deals with the people and the governments and the likes, while mentality, mainly deals with the people that are being governed. That's a very important point. So moving on, personally, what are the things that you think are making people poor? Like what what are those probably things that they are not doing right, you know, that are making people of this continent poor? Can, can you hear me?
Okay. I quite picked what you said. Towards the end, what what are the yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Ah, okay, continue.
You asked that what doing wrong.
Yeah. Like what's your general perspective about what is keeping people poor?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you if you can hear me.
You asked that what are the things that people
Yeah.
okay. Uh, the first thing boils down to the first thing I said the other time, wrong mindset. Yes, we have wrong mindset in Africa.
Okay.
Yes, my general that's our mindset. You know, everything when your mindset is wrong, everything. If your
Yeah.
mindset is poor, your life too will be poor. If your mindset is wrong, everything
Yeah.
about you will be wrong. So a wrong mindset cannot produce a right life. So the first reason why people are poor in Africa, I listed a lot of reasons here. Let me just mention a few before I hand over back to you. Is that our mindset is wrong. When you ask someone now, when your mindset is wrong about if you see money, when you see money as a tool, you should do with it. when you don't talk about the subject of money, you don't want to educate yourself about money, you know, that one will limit you. That one will cause you to be poor. So you have a lot of wrong mentality about money. You have lots of them. Some people think that because their parents is not Dangote or Otedola, that's why they cannot be rich. So when a mindset is wrong, everything about that person's life will be wrong. So let me just move to the second point. Let me
Okay.
move to the second point. The second point is wrong environment. You know, the wrong mentality will attract the wrong environment, and the environment you are says a lot about you. Your environment is not only limited to a physical location. It talks about the people around there. You know, when people shut it down, they scorn you, they make jest of you. Shut up! Don't talk about money. You know that there are some environment that does not support your vision. They don't support your aspiration. So when your mindset is very poor, when your environment does not support you, uh, to create wealth will be very massive. That's it. Should I
Before
go
you
on, sir?
move on, before you move on, wait. You said wrong environment, right? Hello,
Should I go
can you
on?
hear me? No, 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 no. Before you move on, I said you mentioned wrong environment. Can you hear me?
Should I go on? Should I
Oh,
go on?
I
Can you hear
said
me?
no, 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 no.
Who can hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear
Can you
me
hear
now?
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Okay, if you can hear me, I wanted to ask that what
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear.
okay, what will be your advice for somebody who is probably living in a slum and you said wrong environment. That's the wrong environment for any
Yes, I
development.
can hear you. I can hear you.
If you want to agree. So what would be your advice what would be your advice for somebody who is living in a slum and wants to have a right
Hear you. I can
kind
hear
of
you.
environment for a development that can cause that can cause that kind of person to do you hear my question?
Okay. So, okay, okay. I had your question. Can you hear me clearly now?
Do you hear my question? I can't hear you again if you can hear me. Anyways.
Okay. 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 Please, can
Okay,
you
I
ask the
can
question
hear
again? Can you ask the question?
okay. I
Ask
said
the question again.
what would be your advice for someone who probably lives in a slum, you know, and you said wrong environment. And we all know that the slum is the wrong environment for any kind of development. So, what would be your advice for such a person that wants to be rich but currently lives in a slum?
Okay. Oh, the first advice I have for that person is that the person should be courageous. Now, one of the things that hold people back is fear. Yes, when people are fearful, fearful, the fear of unknown. You have to be courageous. You have to be bold. You have to determine what you want, and you must stand on your ground. That this is the thing I want. See these Igbo guys. They know that the environment is not conducive for the riches they want to see. What will they do? They will move from their village and they will move to Lagos. Just like Lagos now, if you are in Lagos now, Lagos supports what your dreams. Lagos is like Nigeria's New York, like the Americans' dream. That's Lagos for you. So first point is you must be courageous. The second thing I'll give that person is that the person should know what the person wants. You must know what you want. You must know what you want. And the third thing is that you start when you have connection to the internet. Life now is a global village. Life now is a global village. When you have connection to the to internet now, you can seek mentors, role models. You have people that you can follow, and those people start changing your mindset. When they start changing your mindset, what will happen is that your friends, your neighbor, they start seeing the changes. After they see the changes, they will be withdrawing back from you. Yes, I have some negative friends when I was younger. But when I start reading books, when I start listening to messages, those people start stepping back because they could see the change. So when people see the change, they will see that your value does not align themselves. They will move away, and and to round it off, just and make sure you see your connection like friends who are in your neighborhood, have the same similar values, similar aspiration. Just connect with them, and everything will be fine. Hope I could answer that question, sir.
Okay. I think you really answered it. So I think you should continue with the general perspective, the general points.
Okay. The third point is violation of financial principles. Violation of financial principles. You know, principle does not know if you're a Christian, African, Muslim, or Hindu. Principle is principle. If I jump up now, I will come down. To be so so when you violate the principle of finances, like of savings, of investing, of money management,
Compound.
so and eh?
I said compound interest.
Yes, compound interest. See, if you pray and fast, nothing will work. A fire does not know if you are a 30-year-old boy or a 1-year-old boy. Fire, the principle is there. If you touch the fire will burn you. Same thing with principle. If you violate them, the consequences are there. See, and the consequences they are automatic. Violate it automatically, it will respond. It will respond. So that's how God put it. So when you violate a financial principle, don't expect to be rich. The English people say you can't eat your cake and have it. Yes, can't eat your cake and have it. So to the next one is no financial mentor. Yes, one of the reason people are not rich is that they have no financial mentor. Just put it down. One of the most important points I will be talking about is mentor. Any area of your life, if you don't have mentor, you struggle in that area. I repeat myself, any area of your life, when you lack mentor, you struggle in that area. So if you don't have financial mentor, you struggle financially. Who are the people you can look up to? Who are the people that will direct you, that will tell you this is the opportunities you must maximize, this is the information you must take, this is the courses you must do. You can get their books. These mentors, what they have been to where you want to be, where you are aspiring to be, they have been there. So they will tell you the mistakes you must avoid. But when you don't have mentor in business, in investments, in financial mentor generally, that will limit you. That's one of the reasons why people are poor. So they use their money to gamble. So they try this tomorrow, they will try cryptocurrency. Next tomorrow, they say it is forex trading. They will try it. So they could not decide for themselves. So if when you have financial mentor, it will boost your capacity to create wealth. Or when you underestimate financial mentor, you will pay for it. Yes, you will pay for it. You will pay with your time, with everything. So
Okay. But
I'm
concerning the
enjoying. Okay.
concerning the media, you will agree with me that there are not enough people that can put the comments that can put them through. So in that case, when you don't have access to anyone who can physically direct you, and sometimes virtually me, no. You don't have anybody who can teach you through about the particular business you are doing or something, or probably your finance. What would be your advice to such a person? What do you think
Okay,
such a person can do?
okay. If I get your question right, you said that if you don't have access to a mentor or there are no mentors around you, am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Uh, internet has given us a leverage, a powerful leverage. Internet has given us a powerful leverage. There's nothing you want that you can't see. There's nothing you want that you can't see. Just be younger, just be passionate. When some people will try a few times, like 2 to 3 times, and they will give up. No, I sent something to my sister. Someone applied for a scholarship in over 300 schools. Only three schools out of 300 schools responded. Can you see? She was passionate. She was hungry for it. So so don't say that there's nothing called impossibility. Yes, there's nothing called impossibility. It is called impossible. Yes, it's called impossible. So you have to look for. You have to just make sure you are ready to burn your data. The YouTube is a very powerful leverage you can leverage on. YouTube is there, Facebook is there, LinkedIn is there. So you can leverage on this social media stuff. It's not for only dancing and watching comedy. You see, this internet thing is how you use it. Some people are using it for their advantage, and some people are using it to crash their destiny. Hope I could answer the question.
All right, you've answered it, so you can move on.
Okay. Another thing is savings. Yes. People, when you don't save, you are not safe. What we see during economic recession is your savings. I'm talking. Next week I'll be talking about this strategy. How you use the strategy of savings to create massive wealth for the world. Then, so see, one of the most important steps you must take on the journey to wealth is the steps of saving. You must cultivate the habit of saving a portion of your income. When you don't save, you are not safe. Some people they spend it all. They spend it all. There's no savings for them. There's nothing, so they start begging. So when you don't cultivate the habit of saving, your 2 naira, your 200 naira, your 2,000, you start from somewhere. You don't say when you become a billionaire. That's why you start saving. If you don't save, there's no way you can become a billionaire unless you are a politician or you embezzle money or you are into drugs. So if you want to build sustainable wealth, you must cultivate the habit of saving. So
But on that
another
savings,
okay.
financial coaches, tell us is that savings, you cannot save your way to financial freedom. What's your opinion about that?
Okay, yes, okay, savings. Saving is not the only step, it's the first step. When you say what is savings? Saving is what's setting money aside for a setting money aside. Save money for a specific purpose. Okay, I want to save for investments. I want to save for for my education. I want to save for a particular project. So after savings, what you move to another step, which is step of investment. We are not talking about investment today, but I think the next point is talking about investment. Yeah. So let me just tie the question. Let me just tie the question to the next point. So savings. So you save for for a specific purpose. You save to invest, not to spend. One of the things our mothers, especially our mothers, one of the mistakes they do is that they used to save. Our mothers, you see them doing a job. At the end of the month, they will collect the money and go and buy shoe. They'll go to bag market. If you are not in Ibadan, bag market is a very big market in Ibadan. They'll go to a market to go and buy shoe, clothes. But they are not saving, they are saving to spend, they are not saving to invest. So if they have the mentality of investments, they will save the money after the collection of that 200,000, 500,000, they can buy land. There are lands of 200,000, there are lands of 300,000 inside bush. But the bush today, it will become a city tomorrow. Let me just go to the next point, which is not differentiating between assets and liabilities. Not differentiating between assets and liabilities. Yeah. What is an asset? An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. Simple man's language. Anything that puts money in your pocket. What is liability. Liability is anything that takes money away from you. So many people think that they have assets. Meanwhile, they have liability. Having to take cars is liability. You maintain those cars. Now fuel is very expensive now.
Especially when Tinubu has removed the subsidy.
Yeah. So unless you are using those cars to do Uber or transportation, that's why they can become assets. But you are not using the, you just park those cars out in the house. They are liabilities. You use money to maintain houses. Some people they have like 3 to 4 houses. The only people that are living in those houses are gatesman. Those houses are liabilities. You pay NEPA bill, you pay a lot of bills, a lot of maintenance bill. But if you convert those houses to rental income, so those houses will become what? Assets. So can I go on, sir?
Yeah, you can go on. You can go on.
Okay. Another thing we do in Africa is waiting for someone to save you. Yes, there's something we call black tax when you wait for someone to come and save you. And if your uncle is in America, you just wait for. I don't have to work myself. I don't have to work hard. I don't have to do a lot of things. My uncle will send money, or I have a rich uncle in America, in Lagos. When you wait for someone to save you, you don't take financial responsibility. When you don't take the financial responsibility for your life, you are waiting for someone to take it. So that will lead to complacency. People will be complacent because they have rich uncle, rich aunt, or someone that they can go to, and that person will save them. So when you have that mentality, when you have that mindset, when you are waiting for someone to save you, you can't create wealth. And that's one of the reasons why many people are poor. I know when the breadwinner of a family is dead, you see a lot of family they sink, and they can't rise because they could not comprehend, or they could not walk. They are waiting for their daddy or their husband or anyone to save them, and that person is dead. So they can't. That thing will be very tough for them. Yeah. So another reason is
You mean when my uncle travel abroad, I should not bother saying, not as if I'm waiting, but I should not look up to him. At least as an uncle now, he should do something. Hey, post more. Or
okay.
what do you say about
Let,
that?
okay. God forbid, though. But if that uncle die, what will happen? Assuming that
Hmm.
uncle is giving you. So what will happen when he dies? So
Okay,
you go bankrupt.
okay.
And that's it. So you don't have to wait for anyone. If your uncle can create wealth, that means you too can create wealth. Your uncle
Yeah,
does not have to wealth. So, let me move to the next point. One
yeah.
source
Go.
of income. When you have one source of income, this is a very powerful stuff. When you have one source of income, see, you can never be rich with one source of income. You can never be rich. See, can you see Enoch Musk? He has Twitter, he has SpaceX, he has Starlink, he has what again? Tesla. He has he has companies. What of Dangote? Same thing with Dangote. They have a lot of sources of income. So when you have one source of income, to create wealth will be very hard. So that's one reason why people are poor. One source of income, they are teachers. So they are waiting for the government to pay their salary. And if the government does not pay their salary, they are broke. So that's one of the reasons why people are poor.
So,
Can I
what,
go on?
what
Question to ask, sir.
I want to ask a question. For somebody who is just starting, how many sources of income do you advise?
Okay. Our Bible does not put us in darkness. A portion of the Bible says in Exodus, give portion to 7 to 8, minimum of 8. Some people say a minimum of 4, but you can have as many sources of income. But have minimum of 8. Target minimum of 8. Minimum of 8.
Hmm?
So the journey. Yes. So you don't start at once. You set a goal. So and that's one of the things I want to talk about. The next point I want to talk about is
Okay.
no financial goal. When you don't have financial goal, that okay, this year I want to have 10 million. How can I get that 10 million? Okay. Okay, my present stage is 1 million. Okay, how can I generate? What can I do? What courses can I do that will boost my earning capability? So when people don't have financial goal, when you have financial goal, that will boost you, that will drive you forward. Like if you have financial goal, okay, I'll be sending 100 kids to school. They'll be on my scholarship scheme every year. That will drive you. Okay, I want to send 100 kids to school. That means I cannot be making 100,000 per month. That means that you have to boost your your earning capability. So no financial goal limit people. And even when you have financial goal, that goal will drive you forward. You're able to create massive wealth for yourself and to help others. So
Okay.
another thing is no value to sell. Yes, no value to sell when you are not productive. See, the reason why Africans are not rich is because we are not productive. We are consumers. When you have no value to sell, the definition of money. One of the definitions of money is the exchange of value. Money is an exchange of value. So when you have no value to sell, don't expect money. So and selling is the bedrock of every fortune built. Let me repeat myself. Selling is the bedrock upon every fortune is built. So you can't be rich without selling. You have to sell your ideas, you have to sell your products, you have to sell your service. See, all of the billionaires I know, they are selling, they are sellers, they sell their ideas, they sell their market, they sell every so you can't be rich. Why are you shy? That said, I don't like selling. What? You don't like selling? That means you must embrace poverty. If you don't like selling, you must embrace poverty, and poverty will become your best friend. You'll be sleeping, waking up, and gisting together. So
Continue.
can I go on?
Yeah, yeah. I can
Okay.
go on.
Okay. Not taking advantages of opportunities. Not taking advantages of opportunities. Yes, when you don't take advantages of opportunities, you are born to be poor. Okay, the people are making money in crypto market. I can't do. Crypto is antichrist money. I don't want to do it. so so you are born to be poor. So uh, come and invest in real estate. No, just is coming back tomorrow. I don't want to invest. When you don't take advantages of opportunities, when you don't take advantages of opportunities, uh, you are born to be poor. And another thing is not understanding time and season. We are people of faith. For people of faith, the Bible tells us about the children of Issachar that they all have the understanding of time and season. They know what the children of Israel ought to do per season. So when you don't know the season you are in, when you don't know the season, the opportunities and time and season, you will be bound to be poor. Now Nigeria is facing a lot of policy, so you have to be on look. You have to be sensitive to okay, how can I position myself for this season, for this time, for this time that is coming. So when you don't position yourself, when you don't understand time and season, you are bound to be poor. Can I go on, sir?
Yeah, you can
Because I
go on.
have the final point. The final point. Final point is you don't buy financial resources materials such as books. When you don't have financial materials, when you don't buy them, yes, just such as books, seminars, courses, you are born to poor because these rich people will transfer their mindset to you. The first thing you acquire from rich people is their mindset. If you can have their thinking pattern, in no time you to create wealth. So when you don't buy when you don't buy source material, financial books, don't go for seminars, you don't go to things that will help you. You are born to be poor. So I think these are the key points, and I know that limits people from creating wealth. These are the 3 points that limit people from
Okay.
creating massive
So
wealth from.
about assets and liability, I I wanted to ask you that for somebody who is just starting and I
Okay.
cannot afford probably a duplex that I can be using to rent, I cannot afford even a bungalow to buy, I cannot afford to I don't know, big assets. So what kind of assets do you suggest for people who are just coming up in business and they could just probably be seeing some passive income from?
Okay. Thank you, sir. the first asset you must invest in is your mind, because everything is created in the mind. So when you say that you don't have assets, well, you don't have enough money to buy houses or to buy cars to schools for transportation or lands. So the first how you start is by acquiring knowledge. Yes, you buy books, you acquire knowledge, so you invest in your mental capability. When you invest in that, that's you start seeing opportunities the normal mind is not trained to see. See, if Dangote comes to somewhere now and people are running away from that place, Dangote can sense that, oh, this is an opportunity, because he has trained his mind to see things differently. So, and you want to start, one of the things is you start at your level. You don't go to buy land and okay, I want to buy asset, I want to buy land. Okay, you go and buy 500 million land or 1 billion land. No, you start at your level. There are some places you can still land 50,000, 100,000. Although they will be bush, but give them 10 to 20 years, they will become city tomorrow. So you start at your own level. Start at your own level. So you have to. So I think, did I answer the question?
Yeah, yeah, you did. But I'm thinking is okay. Let me just say this: it's not an asset. Do you hear
What?
that?
You said what?
Is
You said what?
stock is stock an asset?
Stock.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a very tricky question. Do you have different types of assets? I think I wrote that in my book, the four M's of money. You have cash flowing assets. No, sorry, cash producing assets. So an asset produce cash, they start producing cash. You have some asset that after you sell them, that's why a capital gain asset. When after you sell them, that's stock. Uh, that's stock. When you sell them or they go in appreciation, they appreciate. But you can't. There are types of assets. There are a lot of types of them. Like you have real estate, but I don't know much about stock. Yes, you can't know
So
it all. So I don't know much about stock.
stock
That is
not
an asset. Anything that money,
not a
anything that gives
passive.
you money is an asset.
So in short, stock is not a passive. It's not an asset that can give a passive income.
No,
That
I
was
say anything that's not putting money in your pocket is an asset. Is anything that's putting money in your pocket is an asset. So if you are selling stock, you are a stock trader now. That's an asset. That can be a business for you, and that brings money to your pocket. That can be an asset. So I don't have a lot of information about stock, but a lot of rich people have stock. So it's an asset. Anything that puts money inside your pocket is an asset.
okay. So since you said you mentioned all your points, I want to put a question to
Yeah.
you. Uh, what- can we say educational system in Africa is one of the things causing the poverty in this country? You know, you wonder how the university turns out graduates every year, and you still wonder why people are poor at the rates. You know. So, do you think the education system is contributing to the poverty, or the education system is not concerned about it?
You asked a very sensitive question.
Oh,
So I have to be mindful of what I say here. You know, you know. Okay, the way education is designed in the world, not only in Africa, is to become
oh,
what it is. Do you know what they call civil servants? They call them civil servants. They give them a nice name. They don't want to call them slave, so they gave them civil servants. So
oh,
education
like,
prepares you
like
for
a rebrand, right?
eh?
I said like a rebrand.
Yeah, yeah. So they gave them a nice name. I'm a civil servant of 30 years. It's something like being a civil servant. No. So let me just talk about education. Education, I don't want to go into the Greek word of education, like to educate means to bring out the something that's inside of you. What you, the question, if I linked it, is you are talking about Nigerian's academic system. If you say education now we are educating ourselves.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
so let me just say academics. Let me just say academics is Nigeria's academic is not supporting. Yes, academics should or education should make your thinking capacity to be enlarged, to be what to be dependent on yourself, or to be independent. Yes, to be independent, to be able to think critically and to look at stuff and create massive opportunities from it. So if you say someone studying business admin now, a professor of business admin, he does not have any business that is managing. Even he cannot manage a barbering salon. Even he can't. So someone that is teaching business administration, it does not have any any business that's so so
That is
so
administering over. Okay. Or that is
he said what?
administration. I said somebody teaching business administration does not have business administration.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons. So when you have entrepreneurs like Steve Akitari or Olumide Manuel or Elon teaching you about business, and you see a professor of 30 years teaching you about business, which class will you enjoy most? And most will be talking from experience. You'll be talking from you'll be talking practical. This professor will be talking about about uh, about theories. Do this. This is the result that will give you. And in business, 1+1 is not it does not mean that it will equal to 2. It can give you -10, -11. So the academic system does not support. It's part of the things that is contributing to poverty in this country. Every year you produce minimum of 60,000 graduates. Minimum of 60,000 graduates every year. It's more than that, because my school you produce like 6,000 graduates every year. So and you have hundreds of schools in Nigeria. If this academic system is working, there should be massive job opportunities in the country. People going out creating jobs for people, but when people graduate, they start looking for jobs. The job that their father did not create, they are looking for it. So
Yeah. Maybe their father can start to create it, or probably the government will create it.
yeah, let me just chip in a point here. Can you
Oh,
this business these Igbo people, can you see how they mentor themselves? Their system of apprenticeship, even it's been studied in Harvard. It's very effective. That when you go through that process for I think it's 7 years. It's very
yeah.
see after the graduation of apprenticeship, you create massive wealth for yourself. That's why the Igbos are very rich, because their system is guaranteed what you create wealth. But when you go to school, when you go to any Nigerian university or any, so you have to think out, you have to educate yourself. You have to unlearn, relearn, and learn again. So unlearn some things, we learn some new principles, and do away with a lot of things that does not make sense. Because I was told that the curriculum is being outdated. That after the first year, when you get to the third year, what you learn is what outdated. Is very outdated. So you have to keep learning yourself outside the four walls of classroom.
In fact, this session has been a lot, you know, has been a lot of how do I put it? Knowledge imbibing session. That's really been wonderful. Yes, has been awesome. Those I was trying to think about, okay, what other points can we also say keep people rich? When I go through all the 13 points that you mentioned, I was just like, literally, these points covers almost every areas of why people who are not rich in Africa or Nigeria, everywhere. So this is really and I hope uh
So
okay.
I have last thing to say. I think this is one of the problems we have in Africa is the added to the 13 points you wrote down is people you don't budget. When you don't budget, you are bound to spend the money you don't have. And when people don't budget, what they dig their financial grave. When you don't budget, you spend the money you don't have. You go in debt, and when you are in debt, you are digging your financial grave. So many of us what we spend money we don't have to impress people who don't care. We buy things we don't need to impress people who don't care about us. So when you don't budget, budget puts disciplines you, put a constraint about on you so that you don't spend above your means. You cannot be you cannot you cannot be having 100,000 a salary and be living in a house of 5 million per annum or driving a car of 10 million naira. That does not make sense. So when you don't budget, you spend on it, that will lead to your downfall because your upkeep will become your downfall when you spend the money you don't have.
So you are saying people should not party. In Africa, we like, every Friday, Saturday, everywhere is always bubbling. Budget is to drink, party. Well, I'm not there. I did not say anybody should not party. I'm just saying. All right, now. So thank you very much. I really want to appreciate everyone who has followed us from the beginning. I also coming around to to see because in the work of knowledge, when you see grace, celebrate grace so that you know the disgrace. Mm. Okay. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. And more like this, probably focus on some other areas as time go. So thank you very much. We'll be ending the live stream now. I hope we all enjoy the live stream. So thank you very much. See you next time.
Yes, yes, thank you so much, sir. And I think it should do on your page
Yeah, yeah,
so that people can watch. So
yeah, yeah.
people can
Uh,
watch. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity, sir.
so